working great. I'm not shoveling any more snow. I'm not doing anything else with snow. I'm all
Oh,
done with
right.
snow.
Yeah. All right. Well, and
Kathy, you're gonna be in that heated vest until Mother's Day.
I can't hear you. You are,
I said you're gonna be in that heated vest until Mother's Day.
I do have a heated vest, but you are sounding very scratchy.
Yeah, is that Cat Jane? That's Jane.
No, that was Carlos DeGraw.
Oh, was it?
Tony, you gotta mute yourself or turn off your volume, one of the two.
And my volume's off. Oh, wait,
I can hear you now really good, Tony. Lenny,
I'm saying it's you're gonna be in that heated vest for Mother's Day.
Lenny, you sound like a robot. Might need to sign out and sign back in again.
One more time.
what?
Echoing, because you're not muted here.
Oh, that's the microphone. Okay, sorry. All righty.
Now I can't hear you at all again, Tony. I heard you for 1 second and I was like, oh, this is working great.
Well, it's a choice of you hearing me.
Or the room hearing you. That's
Yeah,
that
the
the room
echo.
has to hear.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah. Are we, is it 5 o'clock? Is it 9? Yeah, is it 5 o'clock yet? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'd like to call, I have a minute. Oh, okay. Good. Hey, Taylor? I'm sorry. Do you have the agenda with the name of the what we're doing? Because it's, the one that I have is just a. Oh, thank you. Speaker sheet? Yep, I got a speaker sheet. But I didn't have. Okay.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
Good morning. Good morning. We're about ready to start in a minute. Mm-hmm. 9 o'clock. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'd like to call the Appropriations Committee hearing to order. Thank you. Today, we're going to hear the resolution proposing the approval of the collective bargaining agreement between the University of Connecticut Board of Trustees and the Graduate Employee Union Local 6950 International Union, United Automobile, Aerospace, and Agricultural Implement Workers of America. I'd like to see if any of my chairs or co-chairs would like to see Senator Austin. Would you like to say something, ma'am?
I'm in the middle of a fire alarm going on, so
Okay,
no.
no. Goodbye. Good to talk to you. Next. Are there any other, let's see, Senator Summers, are you on? Or Representative Nuccio, are you on? No. Well, so the work of today, we are going to have a public hearing first, and then after that, we will have an opportunity, if the committees want, for a caucus. If not, we will then roll right into the committee meeting to vote out. I want to remind everybody that the House is in session by 12 o'clock, so we must complete our business before then. So I thank you all. With that, I'm going to call the first people here for the public hearing. Kelly Bannister from Yukon, Kelly Wimby from Yukon, Leslie Shore from Yukon, and Grace Easterly from, oh no, I'm sorry. Is Grace part of the group too?
She'll be next, I think.
No. Okay, okay, okay. All right, just wanted to make sure. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for being here bright and early. Go right ahead. There you go, thanks. And make sure you introduce yourself if you speak in the mic, okay? Thanks.
Good morning, distinguished members of the Appropriations Committee. My name is Kelly Bannister, and I am the Director of Labor Relations at UConn for the stores and regional campuses. Together with me today are Leslie Shore, Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Graduate Education, and Kelly Wibby, Assistant Vice President for Finance and Budget. We are here today seeking your approval of Senate Resolution 11 and House Resolution 11 concerning the collective bargaining agreement between the university and the union that we call the GEU-UAW, which is our graduate assistant union. The GEU-UAW represents approximately 2,200 graduate assistants assigned to our campuses, employed as teaching assistants in our classrooms, research assistants in our labs, or a combination of both. Slightly less than 1/3 of our graduate students are GAs. GAs play important roles in our classroom and laboratories, but they also gain valuable experience as part of their own graduate education in preparation for their careers. In exchange for the services that they're performing, they receive stipends, waivers of tuition and some mandatory student fees, and subsidized health insurance. As such, these assistantships are sought after. The ability to attract competitive students is in part related to our graduate assistant appointments. It's a factor that enables us to be competitive both nationally and internationally. It's important to know that the graduate assistants are not funded by the state appropriations. Rather, they're primarily supported by research grants and tuition dollars. Therefore, we're not requesting any additional support from the state to fund this agreement. This is a 4-year agreement and a culmination of about 6 months of bargaining. It becomes effective on July 1, 2026, and we believe it's a fair and economically responsible contract that helps the university retain flexibility, maintain excellence, and enhance academic excellence and diversity in our graduate education, allows our faculty to continue teaching and mentoring our graduate assistants in ways appropriate for their disciplines, and to continue to provide fair treatment of our graduate assistants relative to our peers and aspirant counterparts. The graduate assistant unit is not part of CBAC, so these are not on the same wage pattern as other unions within the state. We've negotiated across the board stipend increases of 4.5% for the first 2 years of the contract, 4.25% for the 3rd year, and 3.85% for the 4th year. Concurrently with this, the contribution to healthcare premiums for graduate assistants will go up, sharing in the rising cost of healthcare while still making sure it's affordable for our graduate assistants. With respect to fees, we reached a compromise with the union in which graduate assistants will continue to receive some relief from fees, but less than the complete waiver that they had asked for. And the union will have an opportunity to bargain over impacts should the in-state tuition and mandatory fees rise more than 4.75% in any given year. A few other key elements of the contract I'll highlight. We did expand and address some inequities within the parental leave. We have increased the child care fund from $225,000 to $265,000 over the course of the contract to help our graduate assistants deal with the rising costs of child care. We have expanded some processes to assist graduate assistants whose immigration status impacts their ability to work. We've added a provision on academic freedom that other academics within the university, including our faculty, enjoy. And we've allowed for GA participation in the discussion around artificial intelligence, keeping up with what is a rapidly changing thing. So we believe the proposed agreement will help the university maintain a competitive and productive GA workforce in a fiscally responsible manner, and we ask for your support for the resolutions. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your testimony. I have just a couple of quick questions. How old is this union? How old is this union?
So they were formed in, I believe, 2015? Yes.
2015?
2015.
Okay. Great, great. And the wages that we're discussing today are wages that have been discussed for the last 6 months with the graduate, and they understand the circumstances that they're getting the wages, et cetera?
Yes, we had a robust discussion at the table about the needs of our graduate assistants, the needs of the university, and the fiscal climate in which we do find ourselves.
I think it's great that you're doing childcare. I mean, we're struggling with that ourselves at the state. So I think that's really important. Can you tell me what the general university fee is?
The general university fee helps to support a variety of different programs that are available to students. I will look at Leslie Shore, our Dean of Graduate Education, who might be able to expand on that some.
Sure. Just to let you know, the majority of people, we do have a lot of people online. Most of them are sitting at home having coffee and listening, just to let you know that. Go ahead.
So the general university fee covers some student programming. The student union gets some of its programming from that fee as well. There's funding for the student paper, the university marching band, a variety of different student life initiatives that are funded by the general university fee.
Okay, so this is assessed to the graduate students.
Graduate students and undergraduate students,
And
yes.
undergraduate, okay, all right, okay. With that, I'm going to ask my team, are there any questions? Senator Austin? No. Senator Summers, I saw you on just in case.
No questions from me.
Senator Summers?
None from me, thank you.
Okay, Representative Nuccio? Okay, good. I know, Representative Ackert, I had to go through protocol. Sorry. Go right ahead, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Appreciate the opportunity. So during the briefing, we heard that the dollars were not state appropriated dollars, that they're only research dollars. Is that correct?
It is research grant dollars as well as tuition revenue.
Tuition. So now back into, I know we've had some issues regarding, loss of research dollars. How has that affected essentially what's going on with, funding these positions?
I'll ask our Dean of the Graduate School to answer that.
Thank you.
There have certainly been some impacts on research funding, in particular areas that are not aligned with the Trump administration's priorities. At the same time, we are still getting research funding to the University of Connecticut for a variety of different projects related to health, related to defense, related to basic science research. And so these grants are still coming in, and about half of the GAs at the University of Connecticut are funded directly on research grants.
Thank you very much for that answer. If there was an absence of funding, how does the research funding, how does the university fund these positions? Would it be from other state appropriations if you needed it?
So one of the features of this contract is that it's a management right who we hire. The minimum term of a contract with the graduate students is 1 semester. And so the university has the right to not rehire a student for whom there's no funding available. We do prioritize getting our existing graduate students through their education. And so the primary thing that would happen if a grant was interrupted is the student that was funded on a grant would probably get funded on a different grant or on a teaching assistantship, potentially a fellowship, and we would simply not recruit an additional student for that position. So we have certainly seen a decrease in the number of new graduate students that are coming in because of the interruptions to funding.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the answers. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Representative Dathan.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and sorry I'm not there in person. Is it possible to quantify the dollars of the research funds coming from the federal government for fiscal year 24 and 25 and estimated 26 so we can understand where the impact's been on a dollar basis?
Ask our Assistant Vice President for Finance. I believe we can provide that information.
Yeah, I don't have the number off the top of my head, but we can certainly provide you a multi-year.
Yeah, and if you are showing that, if you could all just do maybe all forms of revenue coming in? I know we're the Appropriations Committee, Madam Chair, but
Yes,
I do
and we're
want to
talking about the
understand,
contract. We're talking
right,
about the
and I do
contract.
want to understand the overall impact. I support the contract. I think that the items in it are extremely important to student life. I just want to understand where we may have some issues down the road. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to go, is it 2,200 individuals that are involved? That's the total number. And could you just go over the percentage increases again for the years, please?
Sure. For the first year of the contract, it is a 4.5% increase. In the second year of the contract, it's a 4.5% increase. In the third year of the contract, it'll be a 4.25% increase. And in the fourth year, a 3.85% increase.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I'm sorry for my tardiness. So when I came in, Rep. Walker said, you know, in the beginning, you guys talked about like what this funding was used for. So this is the grad students, correct?
Correct. This is our graduate assistants.
Okay, so are these the ones, for instance, that come in, like it's part of their doctoral program, they get free tuition, and then they also do research and such along the way?
Correct.
Okay, and what is the average pay that they are getting right now? Not including the fact that they're going to school for free.
I do not have the current stipend amount in front of me, but we can certainly provide that information. Kelly, do you have the current stipend?
I can wait if you have it there,
Okay.
like if we can, because, you know, we have to vote on this today, so.
They range,
Yeah, I think so too.
yeah, they range anywhere from 28,000 to 33.
Well, it sure did. You want to do me a favor and introduce yourself first, and then that you can, and press the microphone, turn it on, pull it closer.
No, not you, the mic, you can move the mic.
Does the mic move? No.
The other one does.
Oh,
Yeah, Kelly Wibby, Assistant Vice President of Budget and Planning at UConn. And currently the rates are anywhere from, for a full-time graduate assistant, 28,596 to 33,455.
Okay, so this 4.5% would then, you know, that would be to the 28 or the 32, right? And the other benefits, I noticed there's like childcare in here and a couple other things. Are those are all also increasing, correct?
Some of the other funds in the contract do increase, not necessarily by the 4.5 and then 4.25. The child care fund was going from 225 currently to 265 by the end of the contract, but that does step in over a couple of years.
And that's in total for all grad students, right? That's not a per grad student thing.
Correct.
Correct. Okay. And again, like one of the benefits of this is these professionals, they don't pay tuition. This is their stipend that they live off of while they're going through all this. Do you know, in relation to other schools, you know, I noticed you said that there are less people. I think that's kind of like compounded by the fact that there's just less people going to college right now, and then the reduction in, you know, people who are born, et cetera, what we're seeing. But how does UConn compare with other state universities in number of research associates here that are going to school for free and then they get the stipend?
I'll ask our Dean of the Graduate School to answer that.
So we have these approximately 2,200 graduate assistants at the University of Connecticut. You asked about the number of students that have an assistantship in particular?
Well, I'm trying to get a gauge of like, how does UConn fall within the other universities that offer this same sort of program? Like how many?
Well, all of our peers offer similar type of benefits. We would not be able to compete as a Research One university. So UMass, for example, one of our competitors, offers a much more generous contract than the University of Connecticut. Rutgers University is also a peer institution. They also offer a more generous contract than this revised contract. We're in line with several others, such as SUNY Stony Brook, that offer very similar to the University of Connecticut. And so we did quite a bit of analysis on how much is our contract, how much our assistantships are, and so forth, compared with other universities. Offering a tuition waiver is standard across all the universities as well, and it is primarily for students that are doing a PhD. Probably more than half of them are in STEM fields. They're highly sought after by local industry, and others are in all sorts of fields, including the social sciences and the humanities.
So, in terms of number of research assistants, so I understand the stipend piece of it. Like, is 2,200, is that an average number? Is it higher in other places? You know, are we in line with the amount of research assistants that we have in comparison to other, like, universities?
Yeah, it really varies university to university, and it depends on a lot of different factors, including what types of fellowship programs are available, and the distribution of different graduate programs. So it's very common to offer full funding for certain fields in the humanities, but it's not common to offer full funding for, say, a doctor of audiology or some other more professional degrees. Typically, business students doing an MBA wouldn't receive the funding.
Right.
So it's certain fields. So it's really be hard for me to say comparing with different universities because the distribution of fields is different. Many things are different.
And did UConn negotiate this contract itself?
Yes.
It did. Okay. Thank you very much.
Are there any other questions from any of the members? Yes, Representative.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So the 2,200 grad students who are the subject of this hearing, that's not all our grad students, right? Not everyone has to teach in this particular manner that we're talking about. So how many total grad students do we have at UConn?
There's about 7,000 graduate students at the University of Connecticut.
And that excludes the professional schools?
It does not exclude the professional schools.
That includes the professional schools. Okay. So for each person's degree program, the teaching component is not required. Therefore, it's a lower number, obviously, the 2,200.
Yeah, I'm not sure that teaching is required for any of our degree programs, to be honest. Yeah.
It's for research. Okay. And our peer institutions do offer these benefits as well, as
Absolutely.
you mentioned, UMass, Rutgers, et cetera. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, yes, Senator.
This isn't a question, just a comment, because one of the things I appreciate about UConn is that we are one of the premier universities when, you know, compared to your peers and state universities, and a lot of that has to do with the research that you bring into the university, and I think we benefit as a state from having such an important institution, and I recognize fully that a lot of the work that is done on these research projects and a lot of the teaching that is done by the 2,200 members of this bargaining unit, who I think are also some of the best students in the country. So I really appreciate your collaboration between the university and the union. And obviously I'm a little biased because I used to negotiate that contract a long time ago. But I think it's an incredible relationship and one that really benefits the whole state of Connecticut. So thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions or comments? Yes.
I have one other, and this is just, I know I asked this a couple of years ago. You know, as Senator Kushner was saying, some of the people that are in these programs, you know, like I know when my daughter was going for her psychology degree, her PhD, you know, she was looking at a multitude of schools and stuff. And I had talked at that point to UConn about, you know, the opportunity to increase the needed fields that we had, like doctors, you know, the certain professions, like you said, a lot of these are STEM professions and that. And my key is keeping them here, right? Like, how do we then keep them here in the state? Because not all programs are free tuition. You know, they're, you know, not, it's actually, it's very common in like the high level, like UConn, UMass and that, but a lot of places do not offer that, and you have to take out the student loans. And I had asked, like, what would it take? What does it look like for us to get more of what we know? We know we need doctors in Connecticut. We know we need primary care doctors in Connecticut. You know, like nurses, you're not very, you know, if a nurse is getting a PhD, it's, you know, it's not common, right? It's not a level of graduate degree, APRN or, you know, something like that, maybe, but it's not common, right? But we know we have a need for doctors and high level, like therapy, mental health professionals, psychiatrists, psychologists, and stuff like that. for you guys to expand this program, I know it's a hit because you're not getting the tuition for it, and these are high tuition professions. It's crazy how much it costs to become a doctor. But also there's this piece of it, like what does that look like for you guys to expand the amount of professions that we know we need in the state and keeping them here?
So there was recently a generous gift to the School of Nursing, the DeLuca gift that's allowing a larger building, more clinical space. I know recently we've been looking at programs like audiology and physical therapy. All of these programs, they require clinical placements. And so when I was speaking recently to the audiology program, the limit in their capacity is the number of clinical placements that are within a 1-hour drive of stores.
Yep.
And I know that at some other universities in the graduate programs, they'll accept students, they'll take their money, but it's up to the student to find the clinical placement on their own that's required for their degree. And the University of Connecticut tends to not do that to the students. When you're admitted, we have our pick of the best and the brightest. We're some of the most selective programs anywhere in the country, but they're not kind of left on their own to find their clinical placements, and those placements are in the state of Connecticut. And so there's also differential tuition for a lot of these graduate programs. The in-state students are paying less tuition, which I think is appropriate due to the generous state support for the University of Connecticut. So its capacity is the limitation, whether it's faculty, whether it's facilities, whether it's placements, there's a capacity limitation.
Oh, okay, I understand that. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? No? Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job. Next, we have Grace Easterly from the GEU UAW Local 6950. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning to members of the Appropriations Committee. My name is Grace Easterly, and I'm the president of GEU UAW Local 6950, the Yukon Graduate Employee and Postdoc Union. I'm speaking in support today of the Graduate Assistant Collective Bargaining Agreement before the committee. Our union represents approximately 2,200 graduate assistants who come from all across the country and the world to Yukon to teach and research here. Graduate assistants represent a significant part of Yukon's research workforce, playing a critical role in research that benefits all of us here in Connecticut on everything from curing disease to the impact of meal programs on Connecticut's kids and other important research. As teaching assistants and instructors, we also play a vital role in educating Yukon's students. This improved contract will help make Yukon more competitive and give us more resources to further Yukon's important teaching and research mission. This agreement provides for increased wages, which help keep us competitive with other universities, expanded parental leave, increased health and safety protections, expanded resources for international graduate assistants, more affordable and accessible parking, and new contract articles on artificial intelligence and protecting graduate assistants' academic freedom. We ask that the Appropriations Committee approve these two resolutions in support of these important workers at the University of Connecticut. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for your testimony. Are there any questions? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tim?
Oh,
Tim?
I'm sorry. Representative Acker, come back.
I think my little raised hand is like blending into the background here.
It does. It really does. I thought you were just sitting right
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a question for the proponent. Just briefly, do you know how many hours and I like to say, I always look at return on an investment and the value that these teachers / instructors, professors, not professors yet, but bring to the value of the classroom. Like, when we sit there, okay, we're investing this amount of dollars in these contracts, but this is the offset value to the university and save cost probably from hiring a professor.
Yeah, so most graduate assistants are on 20-hour per week contracts. So they work on average 20 hours per week, and that role also provides them the ability and the funding to also do important academic research as well with the rest of their time. So at least 20 hours, if that was the question in terms of labor, but the benefits extend beyond that to supporting academic programs for graduate students that are doing important research at UConn.
Yeah, thank you for that answer. Yeah, I was always thinking, if you had a dollar and cents, and I have a family member who went through the program and now works at UConn now as a full professor. So I know the value of that step going and making sure we kept her here in the state at our institution. So thank you for being here. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, sir. Are there any other questions? Thank you very much. If not, thank you. So that concludes our public hearing today. We are going to. Huh? Okay. We're going to recess. We're going to end the public hearing, and I'm going to call the committee meeting to order, and we're going to recess for caucus. Do you guys need caucus? Okay, all right. So at this point, we will recess, and the caucus, the Republicans in 2B and the Democrats in 2D. If Democrats, you can stay online, because there are a few here. Hey.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll be back.
Okay, we'll be here.
Go get something to drink at least.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I can't quite hear. So
What?
I'm just curious, is it going to be a long caucus? Do we know?
We don't know. They're going to let us know.
All righty.
You could have left after all that crap.
No, I need it just in case. Like, I brought my,
Okay.
Thank you.
UAW.
Okay. We will let everybody know as soon as we come back. Thank you.
Hello?
Hi. These guys are so annoying.
Okay, yeah, oh, wow. Okay.
George?
Coco, okay. I want this one.
what you say is it doesn't have the post. It just, when we think of PTSD, it's after the trauma. And originally, it comes from
Taylor, can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'd like to call the Good afternoon. I'd like to call the Appropriations Committee back to order. Did you hear me?
Who's your mom voice?
Yeah. Oh, my mom voice. Yeah, they can't handle my mom voice.
Mine isn't.
Yeah.
They all listen.
Good afternoon. I mean, good morning. Sorry, I don't know where I am. Good morning. Okay, that better? Okay. I'd like to reconvene the Appropriations Committee. We will now review and vote for the bills before us. I have first on the docket, House Resolution number 11, resolution proposing approval of the collective bargaining agreement between the University of Connecticut Board of Trustees and the Graduate Employee Union Local 6950 International Union United Automobile Aerospace and Agricultural Employment Workers of America. May I have a motion? It's got to come from a House member only. So moved. It's been moved by Representative Sims and seconded by Representative Candelaria. The motion is to approve. The motion is a House favorable. The motion is to approve House favorable HR number 11 resolution. Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion? If not, Madam Administrator, would you like to call the roll?
Representative Walker.
Yes.
Representative Exum. Representative Paris. Representative Exum. Representative Nuccio.
Yes.
Representative Acker. Representative Baker.
Representative Baker votes yes.
I couldn't quite hear you, sir. One more time.
Representative Baker votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Belton. Representative Belinsky. Representative Brown. Representative Candelaria. Representative Corpus.
Corpus votes no.
Representative Dathan. Representative DiCaprio. Representative DeFranzo.
DeFranzo's a yes.
Representative Delaney.
Yes.
Representative Dillon.
Representative Dillon votes yes.
Representative Felipe. Representative Foncello. Representative Gajewski.
Yes.
Representative Garibay.
Garibay votes yes.
Representative Gibson. Representative Gilchrist. Representative Gonzalez. Representative Haddad.
Yes.
Representative Hoxa. Representative Johnson. Representative Cavros DeGraw.
Cavros DeGraw votes yes.
One more time, please.
Cavros DeGraw votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Kennedy.
Kennedy votes no.
Representative Khan. Representative Leeper. Representative Martinez. Representative McCarthy Vahey. Representative Nolan. Representative Pavlak Tomato.
Pavlak Tomato votes yes.
Representative Reyes. Representative Rosario. Representative Manny Sanchez. Representative James Sanchez.
Rep. James Sanchez votes yes.
Representative Sims.
Representative Sims in the affirmative.
Thank you. Since we know that we have the House coming into session at 12, I would like to leave the votes open until 11:30. Okay? Thank you. And please let your colleagues know so we make sure we get them in for the vote. Okay, item number 2, Senate Resolution number 11, resolution proposing approval of a collective bargaining agreement between the University of Connecticut Board of Trustees and the Graduate Employee Union Local 6950 International Union, United Automobile Aerospace and Agriculture and Implement Workers of America. I would like to have a support for proposed Senate resolution. Favorable.
Justin approves.
It's been.
Senator Austin.
Could we see you?
Senator
please?
Austin makes the motion.
Senator Austin.
Yes, I'm on.
We don't see you on the camera.
I am on. Can you see me? I am on. Can you hear me now? Can you see me now?
Madam Administrator, do you
Can
see
you see me now? Can you see me now?
Sure.
Okay, well, second by Senator Winfield then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait.
I will. Senator Kushner and Vice Chair of the committee, and I am calling for proposed action on Senate Resolution number 11, resolution proposing approval of a collective bargaining agreement between the University of Connecticut Board of Trustees and the Graduate Employee Union Local 6950 International Union, United Automobile Aerospace and Agricultural Implement Workers of America. Is there a motion?
So move, Senator Anwar.
Second, Senator Winfield.
Been moved by Senator Anwar and seconded by Senator Winfield. Will you please call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Senator Austin.
Oh, it's in the affirmative if you can hear or see me.
I can hear and see you. Senator Hartley. Senator Kushner.
Yes.
Senator Summers.
Summers votes no.
Senator Berthel. Senator Anwar.
Senator Anwar votes yes.
Senator Flexer.
Senator Flexer votes yes.
Senator Gordon.
Senator Gordon votes no.
Senator Harding. Senator Lesser.
Senator Lester votes yes.
Senator Marks.
Senator Marks votes yes. Marks votes yes.
Senator McCrory.
Senator McCrory votes yes.
Senator Slapp. Senator Winfield.
Senator Winfield in the affirmative.
And we will be holding votes open until 11:30 a.m. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
And we will recess. Madam Administrator, do we have any business coming before us for the rest of this week?
We sure do. On Friday, we will have another public hearing followed by a committee meeting starting at 9 a.m. to consider the CBAC agreement.
What's with the 9 a.m.s?
We try to accommodate to all members of the committee, Madam.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, the Appropriations Committee will recess. And please get your colleagues to call in for voting. Thank you. Oh.
Representative Gibson.
Thanks.
Representative Gibson, I see you.
Hi.
Vote on the House Resolution 11.
Representative Gibson votes yes, and I hope you had a great birthday.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Representative Harris.
Madam Administrator, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you?
Best day of my life, as the good Franklin Perry says, ma'am.
How would you like to vote on the House Resolution 11?
Representative Paris votes in the affirmative, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Clerk, was there just one vote today?
Just one vote, Senator.
Just one vote, Senator. Thank you very much, Madam Clerk.
No problem. Take care.
No problem. Take care.
Hi, Representative.
Hi, I vote in the affirmative. This is Representative Susan Johnson.
I see you and I hear you. Thank you, Representative Johnson.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay.
Representative Gilchrist, I see you too.
Morning.
How are
I
you?
vote yes.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday. Hope you had a nice weekend.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. Representative Hoxa.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
How would you like to vote on the House Resolution 11?
I'll vote yes.
You got it. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Have a
Take
great
care.
day.
You too. Hi, Senator.
Good morning. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. I'm a no.
On the Senate Resolution 11.
That is the only item we had before us
Yes,
this
I'm just
morning.
being super clarifying.
Yeah. Can you have my caucus members voted?
Most. I'm just missing Senator Harding.
And were they also a no? Can you confirm for me?
I can confirm that is
Okay.
correct.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be a no.
You got it.
All right. Enjoy your day.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Senator. How are you, Senator Slap?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How would you like to vote in the Senate Resolution 11?
I'll be voting yes.
You got it. Thank you so much.
All right. All set?
All set. Just that
All
one.
right. Okay. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Taylor, are you there?
I am.
Okay, thanks, Taylor.
How are you? I hope you're not
Good,
driving down
thank-
Route 2.
Oh, is it bad?
It was terrible. There was a really bad accident at like 4:30 in the
Oh,
morning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was backed up all the way through Glastonbury. So
Yeah, no, I'm parked, safely parked.
Good.
And I will, thank you. I'm gonna be a no on a committee, to see what the total, expenses are gonna be overall. May change that as it hits the floor, but I'm a no on a committee.
Okay, just making sure we're voting on House Resolution 11. It's the only
Correct.
vote we
Yep.
have. I'm just being,
Right, yes, thank you for asking that. Yes, voting no on House Resolution 11 out of committee.
thank you so much.
Thank you, see you later.
See ya. Take care. Hi there, Representative DiCaprio.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Okay, I'm gonna be a negative on this one.
All right, House Resolution 11, right?
Yes.
It's the only vote we have. I'm just being.
And I have Representative Fonsello with me.
I see he's
Are you?
unmuted. He's joined.
Okay, good. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Have a good day.
You too, Representative Fonsello.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you and see you. How would you like to vote on House Resolution 11?
I'll vote no on this.
You got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good seeing you. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye. I was just coming in.
Oh, I can't,
I
Taylor, I'm on if you can hear me.
can hear you. How are you, Senator?
Good, thank you.
How would you like to vote on Senate
Uh,
Resolution 11?
I'm a no.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Hi, Representative McCarthy Vahey.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How would you like to vote on House Resolution 11?
McCarthy Vahey votes yes.
You're all set?
Thank you very much.
No problem. Take care.
Madam Administrator,
Hello, Representative. How are you?
I am very good, thank you.
Good. How would you like to vote on House Resolution 11?
I would House Resolution 11
Yes, sir.
in the affirmative, please.
You got it.
Was that
You're
the
all
only
set.
one?
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Take care.
Have a great session day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, Representative Khan.
Hey,
Hi.
Vermont, hi. One
One more time.
just getting camera on.
There you
Okay.
are. How would you like to vote on House Resolution 11?
Yes,
You're all set then.
thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Taylor,
Hi, Representative.
how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. Do you have a nice birthday weekend?
I did. It was nice. I don't make a big deal and it was good.
Yes. Well, it's not like you're turning 4 and you have a big birthday party with the
Exactly.
bouncy castle. Yes.
Although that would be fun.
It would be a lot of fun. Anyway, I vote yes. There's
On
just the one vote today, right?
On House Resolution 11, yes.
Yes. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day. Take
You
care.
too.
But
Bye-bye.
when's our next meeting? Are we having one on Friday?
We are
Okay.
9:30, I believe, on CBAC.
Right. Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, I see Representative Leeper and Representative Martinez
Rep. Leeper votes yes.
on House Resolution 11.
Yes.
Okay, and I see Rep. Nolan.
Yes,
How would you like to vote, sir?
yes, please.
You got it. And Representative Martinez. Can you hear me, Representative Martinez? I can see you. I can't hear you. Or can you hear me?
It's kind of the
Hi,
side
Representative Sanchez.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How would you like to vote on House Resolution 11?
Rep. Sanchez votes yes.
You got it. All set.
Thank you.
Thank you. Representative Martinez. I'll hang tight until you can hear me. Oh, I see you joined in another. Oh, you're gone again. Can you hear me? I can't hear you or see you. I'll hang tight. I'm here for another 15 minutes.
Hello.
I can hear you now.
Yay. All right. I don't know what was going on. I'm sorry.
That's okay. How would you like to vote on House Resolution 11?
Yes.
You got it. You're all set.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hi, Senator.
Hey, good morning and belated again. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good birthday weekend.
I did. Thank you so much.
Yes, I know. Sorry that it got delayed a bit there, Madam Administrator.
Totally fine.
Okay, so we've got what, one vote here?
One vote on Senate Resolution 11.
Yes, in the affirmative, Madam Administrator.
You're all set. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Best.
Take care.
See you in a
Bye-bye.
bit. Bye-bye.
witness in here, so I'm just put him on. Rep. Felipe, how would you like to vote on House Resolution 11?
Yes.
You got it. You're all set.
Thank you.
No problem.